an eye on. Trey Beard hits a bunch of threes. Diane Nessa is their leading scorer, and Josiah Harris their leading rebounder. I'm Mike Hall. Sean Morris, foundation of his team, but this year they will have depth and they will have pace that we have not seen in a while. The tip goes to the home team, and that is Jaden Martinelli, who averaged 20 points a game last year to lead the Big Ten at the top of the key. But it's Arrington Page with the early points underneath for a two-hand ball again, 3 to shoot. At the end of the shot clock, an awkward shot is put up by Foster Wonders. And the follow is good. The first points of the game go. Inside they go to the freshman Trey Singleton. Angelo Cheravino finds Martinelli. Martinelli pure from deep.
Second outstanding.
23 and 13 last season, played in the CBI. Good enough that they ended up losing their head coach to North Texas. Here's Nessa inside for an easy 2.
And a nice job by Nessa.
Nessa has all 4 for the visitors. Pass inside, and there's a whistle on the floor. Mentioned the
program, though, that has won 85 games over the last 4 seasons.
They're always sneaky in the Horizon League. Nice feed by Page to Martinelli, but he couldn't hold on to it. That is Harris, team leading rebounder. Finds Foster Wonders in the corner. Hits the side of the backboard. Oh, what a flip! Teach you.
That missed so badly, I think he was surprised he caught it.
They're giving that bucket to Priest Ryan. There's Page following up. Priest Ryan inside, passes to no one. Cameraman is not wearing green, so it's Northwestern ball.
Hey.
Beard guarding Reed. Martinelli will fire. He's got that shot. That's a missed shot from Priest Ryan, and the rebound for Martinelli. Quickly, the Cats get to the other side of the court. Mullins drops it off for Page. They can do that all night long. It's doubling up the Vikings. And he is quick. Rick Collins said to me before the game.
And you might have seen in years past because of Reed's ability to guard.
That's a block from Page. Stays in the hands. Page backing in Spirov. Mullins. Cleveland State misses that shot, and Page immediately shows his value as a tie-up is called there, but Page can be in on
80% shooter from three-point range at the Division II level a couple seasons ago.
Page, so easy. He averaged 9 minutes a game. He's played more than 23 minutes in both games so far this year for Northwestern.
Page, who has shown the ability to play at a pretty high level.
Reed with the steal, Mullins with the cleanup.
We talked about Reed's ability to. Crop might have fouled him, but because Mullins was coming into his peripheral view, that allowed Crop to come from the backside.
But 5 from the free throw line this season. Sloppy pass up ahead, couldn't be corralled by Mullins.
They like to get up and down the floor. You know, John Blackwell has a chance. He'll be in the Player of the Year conversation in the Big Ten by the time it's all over this season.
His second, so the freshman is going to get a good amount of bench time here in this first half. Excellent ball movement, swings around to Mullins. Both threes he's thrown up so far. This time he drives. Gets a rebound. This time the Vikings have it. Then he seriously said you look for shooters and you keep a black book of guys that you've seen throughout the years that would work in your system. But still, Harris, one of those guys that works with his.
Akron after beginning his career at West Virginia.
Jaden Reed will take a 3. Rebound to Harris.
And that just
three-pointer. 0 for 3 tonight. That's Kamari Jones making it 0 for 5 from deep, and Martinelli's running. Nick Martinelli, 8 points early on in this contest. It's played. Chris Collins said they need to get that down this year. It was around 37 last year. If they can get it in the low 30s, he's going to feel really good and biting Beard.
Good job by Page at moving his feet on the perimeter.
Harris from deep. Finally a
very limited ability to contain dribble penetration.
KJ Wyndham misses from deep. Well, what a follow by Angelo Cheravino. Reed, what a feed! Martinelli finishes, and the Wildcats rolling in this game, partly because their fast break, a 9-0 advantage. Beard misses a pull-up. Great defense. Is new to him, as we mentioned. Chris Collins even mentioned that's the thing he really needs from Page at this point, is consistency at an extended level. Because
at Northwestern,
top 50 prospects, to your point, when he came out of high school. His first game of the season, 18 points. Harris hit a three a moment ago, hits another one.
Really nicely done by
Jaden Lipscomb tries to pass it and loses it. We got a free ball on the
what a play!
Sheravino watches a man fly over him and lays it in. The court too. Nessa blocked by Sheravino and a foul. Nessa now has 7 points.
And he can Loyola, and Nessa was fantastic at that ball game with a double-double for the Vikings.
Reed with a feed, and Page can finish. For the Vikings is scratching and crawling to get anything, and the Cats are just flying down to get exciting buckets on the other side.
And they have set the
deals, and unofficially in excitement, I assume. Here's a three. Looks like a defender got part of it, and got part of Johnson, who transferred from Western Carolina, #1 for the Vikings. And then there's Sean Morris. Mike Paul.
America's
boring.
America.
Cleveland State played in the CBI last year. Always dangerous in the horizon.
But what Reed has been a revelation for Northwestern here in 2.5 games in terms of his, because he will extend the defense 90 feet.
You know, the only thing the coaching staff told me they worried about. Reed, short inside. Page, who has been a force for the purple.
Nice pass.
Singleton, creating it. Nowhere to go on. Trey Beard, guarded by the freshman Jake West.
Good job by West of moving his feet.
Really difficult shot and easing out with the mayor. Everybody knows him. Everybody comes up to him. He's nice to everyone. And then when you point it out, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. People need hobbies. Collins has done where this program is. It must be amazing to be an alum.
They did a tremendous job when they renovated this facility, without question.
Heck, the guy who just scored, Trey Singleton, the highest ranked recruit in the history of the program. Although highest ranked recruit in program history.
And you can see, even though Cleveland State likes to play fast.
Basket. Still down by 21. Mullins answers.
That is something that gapped him. He made them pay. So he's not just a defensive stopper.
Wonders with back-to-back baskets for the Vikings.
He was very reticent. He was aiming the ball. But I would say over the last 2.5 weeks of the season last year, he saw a couple go through.
In the first half, Cats have had control from early on. It was 6-5 Cleveland State, and then Northwestern just turned up the game. Said the preseason in the training room, Singleton acts like a veteran. And that's saying something, because Martinelli is known for his work ethic. More. Another three ball. Cats went on a 17-2 run to take command of this game.
Peripheral vision has really been impressive, especially on that lob pass to Page about midway through the first half.
There's some highlights from the Wildcats. Intimers had to completely rebuild the team. One of 6 teams in the country to have all 15 players brand new. Foul on the drive. Vikings, that's his 3rd. Singleton hits the free throw, which is 6 points for him. Watch out. This time he takes it himself, and the putback goes in, but it will not count. That star freshman, top 90 prospect, nationally ranked. Whip pass to Harris for 3, and he can hit that. Ryan. Rebound by Nessa, fresh 20. Beard. That's the first three-pointer for him. Martinelli trying to stop a 6-0 run by Cleveland State. The left hand. 10 to shoot.
Good heads there by Page.
Wonders in the corner. That's a 9-0 by the Vikings. Reed, mid-range, short. Page with a strong putback. Wonders just hit one. This one way off. Martinelli's going to run. That's a mismatch. Martinelli with a smooth finish. Cats still up by 22. Cheravino thought about it. Whip pass to Martinelli.
Boy, that was nice. Looking at it from Northwestern standpoint, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, an area in which he really struggled when he got here to campus, but he has gotten better every year.
The speed that they want to play with,
right.
They can have fresher legs to get away with that.
Especially on the defensive end.
There's Mullins right on cue, driving and finishing. Immediately answering a 9-0 run by Cleveland State. That's going to be open.
Are you saying that I'm old, Mike? Thanks.
I'm saying they're trying to get rid of all of us. They just can't do it just yet. Ship for Northwestern is number 8, and that should be illegal. If your name is Trey, your jersey should be 3.
That makes sense. Oh, really well executed.
Cleveland State has been hitting their threes in this second half. Right on cue they miss. You're welcome. By Jaden Lipscomb. Martinelli will fire from deep.
And we talked about
Nasso was cutting, loses it, finds it.
size. Do teams kind of invert and maybe try to post him up down there because they have the size advantage, and most importantly, it will negate his quickness advantage.
Mullins
which allowed him to just get his shoulders right by the defender and score.
Charlie Emery providing a little offense for the Vikings. That's
Leach not too far after that, so those were 2 of your starters, and you would have been really hesitant to take your leading scorer off the 5 minutes of playing time per game off.
Well, you brought up those injuries. That might be part of why it feels so dramatic.
His credit, he decided to burn that because they just needed bodies.
Singleton drills at 3, and your Clayton point is 2. Now he coming. He started all 10.
23 and 24.
You just saw their non-conference winning percentage. So good. Great bank shot by Mark. Approaching 10 minutes left in the game. West drops it off. Another floater.
Page comes up a little gimpy.
Page with a rookie of the year last year. 3rd team All-Patriot League last season as a freshman, and he hasn't been cracking the lineup.
From 3 and picking up where he left off. He was a big-time scorer in high school.
Here is Green with the steal and the finish. First time for Green in his life where he's not the guy on his team, and that's a bit of an adjustment. How about that shot high off the glass? Oh, the Wildcats all over this one.
Northwestern's been efficient as well. 23 assists, only 6 miscues so far.
And Chris Collins told us before the game about the freshman Crop to the freshman Singleton. Spinning, too strong. But he scored 32 points a game as a high school senior. And the heat check on Green. Emery answers every time Green scores. Green just inside the logo! Green perfect from the floor. He won't get a chance here as Singleton drives and stumbles. We're told that unofficial stats say Green is on pace for the key. Here he goes! Oh, his first miss of the game. And Cheravino can't finish. Here he goes! Green with a steal and slam! Holy cross. Didn't even get in the game the first half. Was a Northwestern graduate. And he's playing for the Wildcats. Kendall Gill, of course, the legendary flying. Chris Collins talked about how he
was really the engine that got things going on the defensive end of the floor with his ability to pressure. I had plenty of time waiting for a flight, I can tell you that.
Yes, you did. Props for
not only with just this oncoming class, hey, but don't forget, Barnheiser was a guy that played here his entire career.
Right.
That has been there before. As I mentioned earlier, 85 wins over the last 4 years.
There's Phoenix Gill looking like his dad flying high.
One of those, Mike.
Albert. Three ball good for Jaden Lipscomb.
We're able to set the tone and then extend this lead. Yes, there's been a lot of impressive offensive performances, but I think it's been the
Northwestern's hit 11 threes today. Getting ready for game coming up Friday, not far away. So many stories to feel good about for this Northwestern team. Performance for the fellas in purple. He had 17 points and 9 boards.